Welcome to the Saturday Top-Up Show. Good morning, GP.
G'day, Mark Lamborn. No good this morning. He's resting on his laurels after winning again last night. Too good.
He's the man to follow. Anyway, of course, we had his information yesterday on the preview for Randwick. This is a top-up show to discuss things that may have happened since then. We've woken to a fine enough morning. The weather, we're set to get a week of summer, Glenn, which I'm sure will pep you up no end.
Yeah, it will pep me up. I've been missing the sun, and we're on a soft 6. The scratching's not too bad. What I mean, there's 17 more from yesterday, so we're at 27, but none of the sort of horses we were particularly interested in have been scratched.
Yeah, so just the fringe
just cull a few of the numbers. Yeah, not too bad.
And we are kicking off with an intact race 1. Let's just see if there's any activity on the fair. Favre, the stable change horse, has been tried here in the fixed. It's 20 to 1 into 9 to 1.
Yeah, hard to imagine for me it winning, but
well, I suppose it's just because it's got the stable change and. He's pretty sharp, that bloke, Nathan Doyle. I know he hasn't had much success in town yet, but he's got a huge rap elsewhere. And It's a race where, sort of hard to really pin down, I suppose. A few different.
I'm starting to warm to your tip a bit, Mark, number 1.
Yeah, well, Bjorn's only second up there. I know your theory is that, or your pearl is Bjorn deep in the prep, which is his stablemate, Malkovich, which remains the favourite, but it seems a good bit longer than it was yesterday.
Yeah, and well predicted there by you. I remember you said on the show that this will be longer than 7 to 4, or whatever you said. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was. Look, it's just slightly better than $2, $3 fixed.
I think this race will give us a good idea what the track will be like straight away.
It is a good is a good race to test out.
Got good leaders, we've got blouses, we've got horses that are all got a very similar rating, and we'll be able to hopefully gauge an opinion straight away.
The highway, well into the red here, Pinnacle Prince, 8,500 match there, and around about the 5 to 4 on mark, $1.80. The horse that I did have a second look at since the show yesterday was Chap's Dream, who is just a bumbling mare, but she worked a ring off outside the lead there in the Rich and Shameless race last time, and as a bit of the speed has come out of the race underneath, she might be able to get up there and keep punching just back in distance at that touch. But other than that, it's the favourite's race to lose, I guess. Jay Collett takes over from James McDonald, and you'd expect it to be a little bit closer in the run up in distance and drawn middle there.
Get the job done too. Scratching's helpful with field size too.
Yeah. Okay. That's the highway. It's the first of our profile horses, shall we say? Good. The first of course multis, let's say.
Yeah.
Race 3 is a mile. It's the second 3 and 4 year old race. So race 1 and race 3. And 15 Aria is into $4 fixed, and a little bit of money there reflected in the fare. Zing remains the favourite, and Foxborough a little bit on the drift.
And no interest for Foxborough there, if you notice. $50 traded so far.
Yeah. So
besides the even bidding I've had with Gord for it to beat 15 Aria.
Yeah, it's one of the exciting races of the day, simply because of that the opposing positions there. It is a bit of a dum-de-dum race, isn't it? I mean, you get a mile and then you get 8 runners at Randwick. You watch them flop out and float along. And
Dum-de-dum's a great comment.
Race 4 is the race where we see All-Time Legend deep into the red again, as also 6,000 match there. And the resumer from a long spell, Sabadar, it is coming back from a surgery to repair a condylar fracture of the near fore fetlock. Never seen it before.
Wow.
I'll have to check it out. But anyway,
wow.
It's had a long spell, obviously, Sabadar. Just had the one prep as an early 3-year-old. Favourites race to lose, and I find that difficult to argue with. Did suggest that
second leg of Gord's multi. We've got to cheer it.
Race Race five. Okay, here's a race for the numbers, and a Greek hero. Some support overnight, just a trickle, and not much happening on the fair at this stage. Brutality is
firm enough.
Is firm enough, isn't it? It's got to overcome the SP angle with Ulysses, but and like it. I suppose coming to Saturday off 2 Warwick Farm wins, we'll see how it goes. But once again, there was a lot of conjecture about the form lines in this race and how tedious they were, and how probably easily got through they are. At 1400 metre race at Dream, that Shitbags won, Dream Circle, looks particularly naff, played up. Moving right along, can we find something of interest? Bandersnatch, 650 to 5 fixed.
Wow.
Nothing happening there on the fair. Another
Most ground heading north. Wow.
Well, the big parade has been helped here by the scratching of Bulletin. So we've now really only got Oakfield Twilight to sort of hum across. And if Big Parade doesn't want to hold it out, it probably gets an easy enough trail without being too cramped up there on the inside, because,
Third leg of Gord's multi.
But when I looked at this race, this is one of my pet hates, a leader that draws wide and uses that sort of wide draw to its advantage and then comes back inside.
As Gord said, this horse is on song, it'll just win. So just you're taking evens about whether it's on song.
Yeah, and I guess how the track is playing will obviously bear some relevance. If there's no issue with the track, it will be tight enough, and if they are getting off the rails a bit, that obviously will come into play. Race 7 is the feature, and pretty much as you were, Spirit Ridge is pronounced favourite here. And the real talking point of the race is that you've got the 3 of the 4 picks are Mark Newnham. That's juggernaut stuff, isn't it? But it is when I think Mark Newnham, I think John Size, I think those those style of trainers that they roll their sleeves up and they tick every box, and it is certainly, it's good to see those style of trainers actually getting that sort of level of success. I don't know what to say about this race. I mean, Spirit Ridge seems to have been well set up for its win. It can win again, but it seems like it needs to be a little bit longer. And Gone By seems surprisingly long there in the early doors on the fair.
Yeah, it's got a real feel of the grey horse from the same stable, Graceful Grammar. But it's gonna be in the finish.
Race 8, the penultimate, is another distance race, 1800 metres, and nothing to. Oh, new arrangement. CJ Graham, $7 into 550 fixed. You want to say off the breakthrough win, or even though it had a lot of assistance, that it would run well again, but it's a hard thing to say with that riding arrangement.
Yeah, CJ's promising and doing her best, but this is.
Is she promising? Hasn't her time been and gone?
She's young. I don't know. She's at Saturday. The bottom line, she's not at the putt. She's on the American Tour and the PGA Tour. Like the boys are hard to beat.
Anyway, this is a race that is up for grabs. The form line is the 1800 metre race, which Criminal Code and Sacramento filled the placings behind Amica.
I'm warming to number 1 there overnight. Just.
You don't take much encouragement to find Baker, do you? It's like
I
if you haven't found Baker first, someone else tips Baker, you go, no, they're mine. Get away.
I'm a Baker supporter. No wonder we both got no money. He's still in quarantine, the poor bastard.
Right. Okay. He'll be fine.
And
the
last
nightcap, as forecast by you, the firmer, more profits, 550 into $4 fixed.
Yeah, more so good, I think.
And there's not much happening early doors. No interest on the exchange.
I'm still interested in that bracket there, 6, 8, 10.
Yes, and hopefully we can get a quaddie home today, Glenn. It's been a few weeks since we found one. And anyway, more than that, sorry, I should mention there's no mounting yard mail for Gold Coast today, nor will there be mounting yard mail for Gold Coast next week either. But today it's because
Everyone's in lockdown. 4 riders couldn't ride last night.
Oh, okay. At the Sunny Coast.
Yeah, because wherever they live, they weren't allowed to go to the Sunny Coast. And the top riders, Frad and all those, but they had to stay home.
No, oh God, Captain Pete would never have allowed that.
Yeah, Captain Pete would have been all over that. Would have got him a helicopter. But a plastic one, it's very secure, in a bubble, so to speak.
All right. So, yeah, sorry about that. No, but of course, Glenn will be at Randwick watching them go around and watching them go around before they go around, which we're awaiting with bated breath. Goldies have already got a set out from me, and we hope you've enjoyed this little top-up show. If you aren't a subscriber, and I'm surprised if you're not by now, but the first 2 weeks are free, and even better than that, if you open an account with Dave Dwyer and put 500 in, you get your 4 weeks rant sub paid or remitted or put in your account. So he's our preferred bookie that does a good job and
looks after our rant members with good service, and yeah, fantastic.
All right, so we'll see all the members back on Monday for a look at this program. And as I say, if you haven't tried us, please
2 weeks free, Mark. 2 weeks free.
Hard to beat. No obligations.
Come along for 2 weeks, guys, and then sign out. Beautiful. At least you have a look. Right, Mark Lambert, I'm going.
All right. See you, Glenn. Thanks for that.